jail. That's taxpayer money. Do you really want to pay 30, in some cases more, 30,000 or more a year to house an inmate who's been caught
$5 bag.
smoking and marijuana? It's a waste of time. I'm not saying that it should be legal or illegal. I'm not a marijuana smoker, so I really don't care. But I do think that it is probably a waste of time to lock them up. Maybe they should just fine them. I think I would rather them just issue weed tickets or something.
Okay. How much you got on your hair? Write you a ticket right
Oh, you said issue weed tickets.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Right now, issue him a
weed ticket. Okay, and definitely, I totally agree. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Dawson and Denise Show. I'm Dawson.
And I'm Denise.
And we have Miss D, who's an extended part of the Dawson and Denise Show on the phone. Say what's up, Miss D.
Hi, everybody.
Via satellite.
Yeah, via satellite. Thank you for joining us, Miss D. She's mostly like our political expert on the Dawson and Denise Show, and we're happy to have her aboard, and we know you guys are going to love her. And you can hear us, all three of us, every week, every Thursday at 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Blog Talk Radio. And I'm going to put that either down here or up there, and you'll see us. So please join us. You'll get to talk to us live. If you don't want to say anything, you can just listen in. So we have a lot of hot topics going on Blog Talk Radio, but the first thing I want to get in and talk about is the whole thing with Michelle Obama and this Get Fit thing that she's doing for for young people throughout the United States. I think this is just, just a phenomenal thing to do for the young kids with heart diabetes, with obesity, with so many health issues that are going on with young people. What do you think about that?
Really, you want my opinion?
Yeah, I want your opinion.
Because Ms. D, you can't see my face, but I was giving a big eye again. We just talked about this last night.
Yeah,
we just talked about this.
We talked about this last night on Blog Talk Radio, and you can go and see.
No, we talked about you. I ain't talking about this topic. We talking about your long-winded stuff. We talked about this last night, and you still.
Okay, Miss D, what do you think about the whole Get Fit that Michelle Obama is doing?
It's an excellent idea. I am happy to see how she's transforming the school lunch program with giving kids additional fruit and vegetables in between school hours. I think it's definitely a good thing because obesity is a problem for children in America.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. So it was just kudos to Michelle Obama. I wanted to get that out there, and that whole Get Fit thing has got me.
You're looking good.
Yeah,
you leaving?
Yeah.
When you leave here, you going to the gym tonight?
Yes, sir. Now moving on to one of the other topics we talked about was the legalization of marijuana. And I told you guys about a little situation I was in where I was riding with a friend, and I got in the car, and it wasn't a friend, it was a friend of a friend who I was riding in the car.
Yeah, the story just changed again.
I don't want it, it wasn't my friend. So I jumped in the car, and the car smelled like, weed. And I was like, oh, come on, man, I live down in the desert. I know how I know. The cops are not going to just be like, okay, well, you didn't smoke, you did. So I got out the car, and everybody started laughing. So then we got on this topic about the legalization of weed, because there are some people who are in jail right now, and even in prison, for, possession of marijuana and, for also, with the intent to sell or selling it. And some of these people are in jail for, years. And do you think people should be in jail for 2 years for weed possession, Miss D or Denise? Do you think so?
Don't let my cousins out.
Honestly, I think that it is a waste of time. Listen, it costs us more money to keep a weed person in jail than to just let them smoke their weed. We are not profiting off of that. Okay? It's costing over $30,000 a year to house somebody in jail. That's taxpayer money. Do you really want to pay 30, in some cases more, 30,000 or more a year to house an inmate who's been caught
$5 bag.
smoking and marijuana? It's a rather them just issue weed tickets or something.
Okay. How much you got on your cab? Write you a ticket right
Oh, you said issue weed ticket.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Notes right now. Issue him a
Weed ticket. Okay, and definitely, I totally agree with you, because sometimes when you're looking, and sometimes when I'm doing research and we've done stuff on, black men on death row, and you look at, the Florida Department of Correction, and I look and I see what some of the charges of these gentlemen are, and a lot of it is, 2 years for possession of marijuana, or 3 years and 4 years, and you're like, I'm like, marijuana, I don't smoke it, never have smoked it, but it's like, no, don't put it in me, no, I don't.
I'm just looking.
No, I know what you're looking. Don't play her. No, I ain't no hit dog.
Okay,
I'm just saying,
that's just my
but you smoke?
No.
Okay. But anyway, so I've never done it, but I'm just saying, for people who just smoke marijuana, or who have had it on them, to spend 2 years in jail for it, it's just I just think that's absurd. And like,
weed ain't never hurt nobody.
You said it, I didn't. But here's the thing. Like Ms. D said, our money is going to house. How much is it to house a person in prison for 1 year? It's almost like it's more than what it would take to put somebody through college. Is that right, Ms. D?
Yeah, it depends what state you live in, but the average is about $36,000. Because listen, you're paying for the light, energy. You're paying to feed them 3 meals a day. You're paying for any medical issues they have while they're in jail. You're paying for some form of entertainment. They get to work out. Some of them get to watch TV. And some of them get to get education while they're in jail. This is taxpayer money that is paying for this.
Exactly. You're absolutely right on that. You're absolutely right. So I just think that's a little, crazy right there, the money we're spending to put somebody in for weed. But I do say this, obey the law. If the law says we can't have it, we can't have it. But, I just think staying in jail for 2-3 years and all that kind of stuff, 4 and 5 years, that's a little bit. It is a big thing going on now, because, as you know, the government, even, I think, Ms. D, you had told me, Bush and even Obama bailed out Wall Street, and the whole notion behind the bailout is that if we bail out Wall Street, that they'd be able to help produce more jobs for common people, and that we'd have a hand in this. What do you think about that, Ms. D, the whole bailout and how the protesters are acting now, because Wall Street is basically, not doing what they said they would do?
You are absolutely right. Bush issued the first bailout money to Wall Street, and President Obama followed the exact same plan, because they were going off pretense that these banks were too big to fail, that if they would let these companies fail, that it would throw the economy into a tailspin, and that the economy would end up being worse. They used millions of taxpayer dollars to bail out these banks, thinking that this would lift up the economy, stabilize the economy, and these banks will then try to help people stay in their homes. Well, the exact opposite happened. It was like the administration wrote them a blank check, and they did whatever they wanted to do with the money. They spent more money buying up other banks and merging big banks together to make even bigger banks than helping the actual consumer out. On top of that, they have gone up on bank fees and everything else. So the whole thing really was a disaster. Now keep in mind, these companies are paying the tax money back, but the economy is not in any better state than it was before they gave them the money. So people are now saying, what was the point?
Exactly. And now we see with the protesters, I mean, today is, this morning they were supposed to kick them out of the park at 7 a.m., but they, of course, backed down from that because politicians and people had talked to the owners of the park and told them not to, because people are basically saying, we need to take the government back. We need to, exactly, because I mean, and who's to blame with this? Do we blame Obama? Who are we blaming? Are we blaming Wall Street? I mean, people, there's a lot of blame to go around, but what do you think about that, Ms. D? Who are we to blame?
Blame your damn self for not standing up for things and not going out there and
This is
doing
a
like you're doing.
problem.
Blame your damn self.
Over several administrations.
Mhm.
Not just the Obama administration or the Bush administration or the Clinton administration. I mean, you can go back about 6 administrations. This has been happening slowly over the last 30 years, where our government has shifted from the hand of the people to the hand of the corporations. So now it has become a deep structural problem. And it's going to really take a lot of pressure and a lot of force. It's deeper than just electing a new congressman and sending them up there. The economy has been structured in such a fashion where you can make money off of money and pay less taxes than a person that's working 8 hours a day. People who make money off money are only paying 15%. While the people that is going in, putting in blood, sweat, and tears, getting up every day, going to work, they're paying 33% in taxes, and people are fed up. They're just tired. They're saying it is not fair.
You know, I told you.
No, but that'll get us into our, because it is Cancer Word this month, and we're going to talk about Steve.
We want
If it wasn't for him.
Yes, we want to give, you know, a great appreciation to the memory and the legacy of Steve Jobs. Why didn't you have a picture of Steve Jobs? Why are you going to take a picture of you? It's crazy. She's taking a picture of herself in the iPad. I thought she was going to hold up a picture of Steve Jobs. But here's the thing. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be able to do that.
Duh.
And so, you know, he did pass away last week of a rare form of pancreatic cancer, which, Ms. D, we talked about pancreatic cancer. There are some cancers that are really aggressive in some of the most severe types of cancer, as we talked about on the show. And basically, we just wanted to, you know, just touch that real quick and let everybody know who's been affected, you know, or who has family members who have passed away, you know, from, you know, cancer, or who are going through chemo or any type of issues right now. That, you know, our prayers and our hopes are with you. So, Ms. D, what did you? And since we're saying thank you, we want to close out with thanking all of our subscribers, all of our viewers, the people who listen to us on Blog Talk Radio, our people on Facebook who hit us up all the time. We want to thank our friends and our families, the people who listen, the loyal listeners. We have some people who constantly, you know, hit us up.
They've been there since like day one when we only had one view.
When we have one view, and you know, we're not able to put, well, we are able now to put videos up. We went through a little hiatus. I had a chance to move into a new place, and I'd like to thank Cousins Moving Company for coming over. Miss Denise here and Mr. F.Y. Coleman. I appreciate you guys for coming over and helping me move. And definitely...
have you christened your place yet?
Yeah, I prayed over my place. Don't play with me. You know, I've been christened in that way. You know, I think I'm going to wait till the right time. But I want to thank Miss D, who's a part of the Dawson and Denise show. Thank you for coming aboard, Miss D. Hey, we appreciate you being a part, Miss D.
Yes, and I enjoy being a part.
We love having you here, and she brings some flair, and she brings in a lot of, she's very conservative but liberal at the same time, and is very funny. So so we appreciate that. And you, again, can hear us on Blog Talk Radio every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., where we talk about, you know, new topics, new issues, and I even do the celebrity news. So we're out of here now. So this girl, Denise, is crazy. Thank you, Miss D, for joining us, and we want to wish you guys a good night, and God bless, and a healthy and safe life. And remember,
think pink. And don't be scared of red. We're going to touch on that too.
Yeah, when World AIDS Day comes, we're going to touch on that. And remember, if you're in a situation that you cannot be authentically who you are and you're being oppressed,
get out of it.
Get out of oppressive situations. Again, I'm Dawson.
And I'm Denise. And once you live, you'll let everyone else around you do the same.
Yes, once you live, you'll let everybody else live. Say bye, Miss D.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye. We love you guys. Take care. Live your life. Go for your dreams. And you deserve it. Life loves you. God bless y'all. Thank you for watching our show.